everyone, and welcome to Lying Around Connecticut with Carol and Harry. I am Carol Kearns. My husband, Harry Schuh, is our co-host. Our mission for the show is twofold: to provide information about Connecticut Lions events and to showcase the many different organizations and causes that Lions support locally, regionally, and internationally. Harry?
Good evening and welcome. Please consult our website at www.lions23b.org or your district spirit for more information on coming events.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Lying Around Connecticut with Carol and Harry. Wait a minute. Harry, tonight's show, I'm sorry, Harry.
Oh.
Harry is being honored tonight.
Bye, everyone. We'll see you later.
Bye.
What are you doing here?
Hello again, everyone.
I'm filling in for Harry.
I'll say that again. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Lying Around Connecticut with Carol and
Gary.
Now, there we go. So what's happening here tonight, Chicky?
Well, we're having a testimonial for Harry Schuh, who is our district governor here in District 23B, and to honor him for all the great things he has done for Lionism over the years.
Oh, you are so well-spoken, Chicky.
Well, it's just an honor to be in his presence. Just a dynamic person. He is the shining light of what Lionism is about. Would you agree with me?
I certainly agree with you. Well, on with the show.
See you later.
En avant.
I'd like to thank International Director Mark Lyon, who spoke and gave me an International President's Certificate of Appreciation. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you, Mark. Now, our Council Chair, Hillary Cumnick, is going to come up to share a little bit about Harry.
Thank you, Mr. President. You know, I thought I was headed towards a career in film once, Harry, but sadly, I gave up my job as a videographer because I kept losing my focus. Harry and I have had a number of occasions to work together over the last few years, and I just wanted to quickly review a few of the initiatives, three of the initiatives that one of my first dealings was as a governor. And Harry was our multiple District 23 finance chairperson. He did a terrific job gathering all the materials in advance for his committee. He did a great job putting that committee on notice and kept them well informed. Every single member of that committee. So well done, Harry. Harry has been a delight to work with under past council chair Alan Dandenhirsch's leadership towards establishing our Lions Youth Diabetes Camp. He and Carol made more camp visits than just about anybody else on the committee, attended every meeting. The camp will be up and running this year in just 1 year. And that doesn't happen without Governor Harry's dedication and involvement. Thank you so much, Harry. And thirdly, I'd like to share something that has endeared me to your exceptional Governor Harry Schuh. He and Carol began their active involvement on the New England Lions Advisory Board to Fidelco about 4 or 5 years ago. We have enjoyed great success with board growth, Lions fundraising throughout New England, and now clubs have just completed fundraising for a 4th Lions-sponsored van at the cost of $40,000 each in this very short time that Harry and Carol have been involved. It is no coincidence that this great progress has transpired while Harry and Carol have lent their time, talents, and skills to our joint mission to help the blind and the vision impaired. And now, as one door closes as governor, another is open for Harry, as he'll be leading the New England Lions Advisory Board to Fidelco in the future as chair for the next 2 years. Thank you so much, Harry. Harriet told me a story about his being invited to a dinner by a famous chef. In greeting Harry, the chef commented, "I love your filming, Harry. Obviously, your camera is exceptional." Harry didn't reply, he just went in and ate. But after dinner, Harry approached the chef and said, "Dinner was sensational. Very exquisite flavors, true works of art. You must have a very sophisticated stove." Harry, governors every governor before and after you has a charge, basically an informal charge, to leave things better in your district, club presidents as well with their clubs. Leave them better than the way you found them. There is no doubt in my mind that you have left your district in better shape than the way you found it, and I commend you for that. Thank you so much.
And if I may, I can offer a dinner out for you and Carol from Gloria and me.
Okay, now we're going to have some words from District Governor Alan O'Farrell from District 23A.
Harry, it's been a great year. I've really enjoyed working with you, working alongside of you. You know, I will say, Harry always has your back. It's really wonderful. I will tell you that Harry's demeanor and his voice, when the world is coming, I want to hear it from Harry. Absolutely. Council Chair Hillary already covered with appropriate aplomb your great accomplishments in getting the diabetes camp going, which is really a wonderful thing. The other thing I want to personally thank you for is bringing webinar software to Connecticut. It's really going to be wonderful to bring Connecticut to the 21st century as far as how to have meetings, getting more Lions involved. You know, it's difficult for a lot of people, especially with the aging members we all know we have. But even younger members, who work, they don't want to spend a lot of time in the car. You know, why can't they just sit at their computer and dial into a movie? I'm sorry, into a website instead of a movie. Close, not quite the way I practiced it. But anyway, and be able to participate fully in the meetings. And just because they can't be there, somebody is in the nursing home, recovering from a replaced step, it would be wonderful to have them at the meeting. And by having the webinar software in there, we can do that, which is cool. Thank you. So they're both big things for Connecticut. I will tell you that because Carol was there, I can say I will never, ever forget Las Vegas. Thank you, Gary.
And now, District Governor-elect Ab Lyons gets no respect. Thanks,
Well, Governor, the bromance continues. For those of you who are not from 23B, it was several years ago, and I think Alan Dannenhirsch, we have you to credit for that title. And, Harry and I decided that I would nominate Harry, and Harry would nominate me. And Alan kind of came up and said, "I think you guys got a bromance going." And it's continued that way. Harry nominates me, I nominate Harry. Harry installs and inducts in my club. Next week I come to Harry's club to install and induct here. Although Roland said they'll take anybody, so. I just want a free dinner. After that, everything's up for grabs. Now, Harry, we've heard a lot about all the things that you did, but there are a couple of things you missed as governor. As your first vice district, I covered your back on these things, but I think we need to. That's why I'm there. I took your place in giving the bar tab to Heidi one day at a zone meeting, walking out and leaving the bill with Heidi. Right, Heidi? Love that, right? Unforgettable. And at the Lions Learning Day, in your stead, I did take the cream pie in the face. Thank you, Peter. You were most kind on that.
You're welcome.
But there's a new chore now that I think Harry and Carol have added to district governors in the future. It was Carol and Harry, frankly, that brought my lovely bride-to-be and I together. We're being married on October 26th. So, I get no respect for this. But I think it's now up to future district governors to play the role of matchmaker. I think Carol and Harry have set the bar. Ed, Linda, don't worry, you guys are already ditched. But Peter, Kathy, I said okay. That's one of my goals to LCI as governor. I want you to know. Okay. But in all seriousness, Harry, I've often heard the term from a lot of folks around the district. Those are going to be hard shoes to fill, and indeed they will be. But it's been delightful to be both your friend and the governor to be following you. You have left this district in great shape, as Hillary indicated. I only hope that I can take the bar that you set and move it a tad higher to leave the district a year from now in better shape than it is currently. So thank you for everything that you've done, and thank you for changing my life with Carol. There's Carol, yes, okay, you can dance. A happy dance, and we look forward to having the two of you on October 26th. Not everybody else, Roger. I know you got no place to go on Saturdays, but no. Harry, I just want to give you a small token from Nancy and myself. It's not as though you haven't been out enough nights over the last year having dinner. But this time you can kind of enjoy yourself and not have to make a speech in the interim. So, congratulations. Great job.
All right. And now I'd like to introduce you to Harlington's first selectman, my fellow Lion and friend, Michael Chris.
I have to lower it a little bit. I'm shorter than the rest of you guys, all right? There's no height requirement in Harlington, so we're a little shorter out there. Harry, I just want to first thank you and Carol for having me here tonight. It's an honor to be here on such a great occasion, especially for two people that I admire so deeply. And Harry and Carol have been instrumental in getting me into Lions and getting me excited about Lions and saying you should go here and you should go there, and I'm not sure if that's really a good thing, but now that I think about it. But anyway, they dragged me all over the place. And I learned a lot from both of you, but Harry, more importantly, I think that what can be best said about you is John Quincy Adams once said that if you can inspire, if your actions can inspire someone to dream more, learn more, and achieve more, you truly are a leader. And I know that's what you've done for me, and I know you've done that for a lot of people in this room. And I'm happy to call you a fellow Lion. I'm happy to call you a dear friend. And I'm also happy to call you a resident. So thank you very much, and thank you for having me. And if you could come up, I have a little something for you. Oh, that's right, a taxpayer. I'm not giving you your tax.
He held the line on taxes for next year. So, yeah, so that's good. That's good.
That's why I got the invite. He kind of held back on it. I want to see where his taxes were going to fall. So, on behalf of the town of Harwinton, we're offering an official citation. Be it hereby known to all that the town of Harwinton hereby offers its sincerest congratulations to Harry Schuh, Lions District Governor 23B, In recognition as serving as District Governor 23B, Treasurer, Global Membership Chair, Centennial Co-Chair, Environmental Co-Chair, for co-establishing the Rotary Lions Addiction Task Force, which has been great because Harwinton at the same time instituted the Harwinton Opioid Outreach Program. So we are partnering with Harry on that. And for co-chairing the Harwinton Burlington Lions Kids for Sight USA, offering pediatric eye screening for Region 10 students in our grades pre-K through grade 6, as well as our local daycare centers, for receiving numerous awards, including 3 International President Certificates, Progressive Melvin Jones Fellowship, Connecticut Night of the Blind, Lions Low Vision Center's Ambassador of Sight, Fidelco Loyal Shepherd Fellow, Bachelor and Master's degree from Lions University. The entire town of Harwinton extends its very best wishes on this memorable occasion and expresses the hope for continued success. Now, therefore, I, Michael R. Chris, as First Selectman of the town of Harwinton, on June 15, 2019, present this official citation to Harry Schuh.
Next, I would like to introduce our 76th District State Representative, John Piscopo.
Thank you very much for inviting me, Harry. It's an honor. And Carol, I'll steal some of Harry's speech. Congratulations to you, Carol. You were right there by his side every moment. I remember when Harry was running for governor, we had a conversation. He said, "I'm not going to be the next governor for the Lions." I congratulated him, of course, and didn't quite understand how much work was involved in this district until I had to get him a citation from the General Assembly. And if you're getting a citation from the General Assembly, you better have every representative's and senator's name on it of the district they represent. There's got to be 60 names on this citation because, God forbid, I leave anybody off. There would be hell to pay in Hartford, I'll tell you. So there's about 12 senators. They represent 100,000 people apiece, and there's about 48 state reps that represent about 23,000 people apiece. So that's how big a Lions governor's district is. It's quite eye-opening. But it is a General Assembly official citation, and I'll read it for here. Be it hereby known to all that the Connecticut General Assembly offers its sincerest congratulations to Harry Schuh in recognition of your selfless service to Hartford and Litchfield counties, especially on your role as District Governor of Lions Club District 23B. Your devotion to our communities is evidenced by the long and impressive list of values and accomplishments that you have accumulated over your 35 years of Lions membership. Thank you for your positive impact that you have had on our communities, and we wish you all the best in the years to come. The entire membership, and this is about the entire membership, extends its very best wishes on this memorable occasion and expresses hopes for continued success. It's signed by the President of the Senate, the Speaker of the House, and the Secretary of State. Congratulations.
And briefly, I would like to share a few remarks on behalf of the Harwinton Lions Club. Among our 4 goals that we set out this past year as a club, one was to share our story, share our story with others, to let them know more about what Lions were doing in our community and in our world. Harry and Carol have inspired us with regards to that goal through their actions over these past many years, not just Lion Around Connecticut, but through everything they've done in Lionism, has been spreading the story of what Lions are about. And we really, as a club, have been inspired by what you've done, and hopefully we've inspired you also with some of our actions this past year. We've really stepped it up big time with regards to public relations, getting our story out in the media, And also, one of the things we did this year, stealing ideas from other clubs, we had a charter night this year, and during the charter night, we had many of our community groups that benefited from Lions come to meet one another instead of just writing a check and handing it off. And that's got some people interested in actually becoming members of our club too. So I'd like to thank Harry personally. I started out in District 23A, Waterbury Lions Club. That's where I started back in the 1980s. Belonged to Watertown for a while. When we moved to Harwinton in 2003, really didn't know a soul in town except for Pete Sawalki. And so I said, I'm going to go to a Harwinton Lions meeting and get to know my town members. And it's been just a great venture since. And in that time, though, I remember saying distinctly, I've paid my dues, I've served in all the offices, I just want to flip pancakes in bourbon. Right, Harry? How many times have I said that? When Harry became, Harry, long time, was treasurer for our club, and that's a thankless job. Once you sign up for treasurer, you kind of never, it's hard to hand it off to somebody else. And so anyhow, Harry was treasurer, and when he became president, I said, you know what, reluctantly, I said, I'll take the treasurer position just, to help you out with this. But when you're done with president, you're going to take it back, right? He didn't. So our club, we talked to Harry about it ahead of time because it's sort of like this 300-pound monument that we wanted to give Harry. We're going to leave it on the gift table and back a picture of it. But it's basically they have a beautiful yard garden, and it's a bench, a stone bench with 2 lions as the pedestals of it, and so Harry could sit out there and write his memoirs. So I'll have the picture of it. So at this point, we haven't come here to praise Harry. We've come here to really give him a hard time. So I'm going to invite anybody else who would like to come up and speak. Steve? Uh-oh. We're digressing really fast.
First of all, I'd like to say it's been a pleasure to serve as the cabinet treasurer. Back a while ago when Harry expressed his interest, I think I broke it down. Well, I don't know. Hello? All right. Back a while ago when Harry expressed his interest to be governor, I knew he was a shoo-in for the job. You don't know how long I've been waiting to say that. Anyway, Harry's done a tremendous job, and again, it's been my pleasure to serve as your cabinet treasurer. So if you could come up and have a little something from our district to you. And it is your public flag.
As the multiple district 23 chair for Opening Eyes, I just want to give the utmost thanks to both Harry and Carol, who for the past 2 years have come down to Opening Eyes, and with their Connecticut Lions around, they have interviewed the doctors there, they have interviewed the athletes there, they have interviewed almost everyone. The parents of the people that they've interviewed are so happy, and it's really worked out well because of their interviews and because of sharing it with everyone. We have gotten some new people who now come down and help us screening the special athletes. So I can't thank you and Carol enough for everything you've done to help us with Opening Eyes. Thank you.
Okay, Kathy Randall's up here, so she's going to go next.
I'm not getting too close, I'm not touching anything. Harry was my second vice district governor. And the first time that we had a meeting and we talked about my year as governor and what I wanted from the vice district governors, and he was so enthused and I was so encouraged. I hadn't had an opportunity to work a lot with Harry, and but I knew right then that he was going to be making his mark on 23B, and he has done that. It's evident from all the testimony you're hearing tonight, the mark that he has made. And he's just done a tremendous job. As governor, he always said to me, it's not about the quality, so not about the quantity, it's about the quality. So he may not be up in members, but he had the courage to address a couple of issues that I really appreciate him taking care of for us, because that was a tough decision to make on his part. But he stepped up and he did a fantastic job. So I do have a little token of appreciation, and thank you very much. You have a great meeting.
What is it, Harry?
It's a box. It's a box. It's got styrofoam in it.
Explain that to Peter.
The other end has styrofoam also.
Break for commercial. We'll be right back.
It is a line. Isn't that great? Added to our collection. I have three little lines that we use when we do inductions and installations. So this I'm the centerpiece. Those are the first.
Hello again, everyone. This is a very exciting evening for all of us, especially for Harry, right?
Isn't that the truth? What a wonderful evening it was. Thanks to all who spoke. But come back next week for the continuation of my testimonial from Chatterley's in Torrington. That'll do it for this episode of Lying Around Connecticut with Carol and Harry. Bye now.
Bye-bye.
We hope you enjoyed our show this evening. Tune in next week for another Lying Around Connecticut with Carol and Harry. Good night.
Bye-bye.